Christianity and Hinduism. One is the most popular religion with nearly 2.4 billion followers, while the other is the oldest religion in the world, with rich cultural heritage. While Christianity revolves around the lessons of Jesus, in Hinduism there are said to be 330 million gods, each with the divine presence and story. Although both religions differ in many things, there is a fascinating story that appears in both Hinduism and Christianity. Is the story of a great flood, where humanity is saved by divine intervention. Though the details and characters differ, the theme of a powerful flood that cleanses the world and marks a new beginning is a shared motive. Welcome everyone, and today let's dive in the stories that links both Hinduism and Christianity. There is a famous story which is found in the Bible, and it's called the Noah's Ark, where God warns Noah of a coming flood that will cleanse the world of sin. Pretty similar to this is another story in Hindu Purana, which is found in the Vedic texts, which are at least 5,000 years old. The story appears in the Satapaka Brahmana and later texts, where Lord Vishnu takes the form of a fish to warn King Manu of an impending flood. Long ago, during a time when people had become selfish and immoral, the gods decided to bring order back to the world by making the world whole drown in flood. Lord Brahma, responsible for recreating the world, worked tirelessly according to the wisdom found in the Vedas, the source of knowledge. However, during his exhausting task, Lord Brahma fell asleep, and the demon named Hayagriva with a horse head was born from his nose. Hayagriva cunningly stole the Vedas from Lord Brahma and escaped. Lord Vishnu sought to retrieve the stolen Vedas and restore balance to the world. He appeared in the form of a fish or a Matsya. The Matsya Avatar is one of Hinduism's most ancient incarnation of Lord Vishnu, the god known as the Preserver. King Manu, a deeply devoted and righteous ruler, was engaged in his spiritual practices near the ocean. As he took some water in his hands, he noticed a tiny fish swimming in them. The fish pleaded with the king to save its life, fearing that it would be devoured by larger creatures. Touched by compassion, the king placed the fish in a small tank within his palace. To his amazement, the fish began to grow rapidly. The king then moved it to a small pond, but the fish continued to grow until even the pond or a river couldn't contain it. Realizing its extraordinary size, King Manu decided to release the fish back into the vast ocean. To his astonishment, the fish revealed itself as Lord Vishnu, who had taken the form of the fish to test King Manu's faith and virtue. As King Manu humbly bowed before the divine Matsya, Lord Vishnu disclosed the forthcoming flood and shared his divine wisdom with the king. Matsya instructs Manu to build a large boat and take with him the seeds of life and various species to repopulate the world. On the seventh day, when the heavy rains and storms arrived, Lord Matsya appeared before the king and instructed him to secure the ark to his horn using the serpent Vasaki as a rope. Lord Matsya shielded the ark from destructions during the cataclysmic flood. Matsya guides the boat to safety. Upon reaching Mount Himavan, Lord Matsya vanished from the earth. After instructing King Manu on how to rebuild and govern the new world with a fresh set of rules and moral values, preserving life on earth and allowing for a fresh beginning. This story has uncanny similarities with the story found in the Bible, where God warns Noah of a coming flood that will cleanse the world of sin. As descendants of Adam and Eve had become evil and wicked, and God was sorry he had ever created mankind, he decided the only thing to do was destroy them all and start over. But there was one man, Noah, who was obedient to God and found God's favor. God instructs Noah to build an ark and gather his family. Noah was to find one male and one female of every kind of animal and bird and take them into the ark. he also had to take food for all those animals. It took Noah 120 years to build the ark and find all the animals to put it in. But Noah obeyed God and did just as he was told. God told Noah to go into the ark with his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives. Then it started to rain. It rained without stop for 40 days. The water got so deep that even the mountains were covered. Every living creature on earth died in the flood, but the ark floated on top of the flood waters, and the people and animals in the ark were safe. Eventually the water started to go down and the ark came to rest in the mountains of Ararat. After being on the ark about 11 months, Noah sent out a dove to see if it would find land, but it found no place to rest and returned to the ark. 7 days later, Noah sent the dove out again. This time it flew back carrying an olive leaf, and Noah knew it had found land. After a full year on the ark, God said to Noah, "Come out of the ark, you and your wife and your sons and their wives. Bring out every kind of living creature that is with you, the birds, the animals, and all the creatures that move along the ground, so they can multiply on the earth and be fruitful and increase in number upon it." After leaving the ark, Noah built an altar and worshipped God. God was pleased with Noah, and he promised never again to destroy the earth with a flood. Then God placed a rainbow in the sky as a sign of that promise. The descendants of Noah and his sons filled the whole earth with people again. Both stories speak of a divine figure offering guidance to save humanity from destruction, with a shared theme of renewal and preservation of life. Well, that's it for today's video. Merry Christmas everyone, and if you enjoyed this video, then do like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe the channel. It will mean a lot. Until next time, Kala.